Fam, what the late read family, we back. We're back. What's going on? What's going on, everybody? We're back. We're back, making it do what it do. Let everybody roll on in. Let everybody roll on in, man. What it do? What's happening with everybody, man? What's happening with everybody? What's happening with everybody, man? Sitting on the patio. What's happening, man? Yeah, man. Yeah, we back. We back. Yeah, we back at it one more again, man. One more again. We back at it one more again. In the sun's setting right now, so. Little Green Eyes P, what's happening? That's what my little brother say. What's happening? He said, what's happening? Yeah, yo, E-Money, what's happening, man? Marlon Warren with the late read. Chickarelli, what's up, baby? Bruce Gas in the building. Al Money, what's going on, fam? Yeah, man. Talking that boxing. We're going to talk that boxing talk, man. Big Hawk from Maryland. What's up? We're going to talk that boxing talk on the patio, man. Coach putting some OT, I see. Yeah, you know, I like to, you know, what I like about doing these pop-ups is it's a little bit more relaxing than the me just actually doing the show. When I do the show, there's a whole lot of production that go into it and stuff like that. When I'm doing these just pop-ups on the phone, it's, you know, lot more relaxing, you know what I mean? I ain't got to worry about none of that. I ain't got to worry about making no thumbnail. I don't have to worry about no, you know. Yeah, man. Yeah. TLOZ, what's going on? Big Hawk from Maryland, what's happening? Can everybody hear me good? Hopefully y'all can hear me good. Hope so. Kevin Lyles, salute, fam. Salute, Kevin Lyles. What's going on, fam? Yeah, man, just enjoying. It's so peaceful out here. Shout out to Bless. Shout out to you, sis. Yeah, you know. I like doing these. I like going live from the phones because it's just so chilly, man. It's so chilly. It's so relaxed out here right now, man. It just feels good. Walaikum salam, fam. Walaikum salam. Yes, sir. Bless, what's going on, sis? Yeah. Sitting here shangalang and just chilling. I went to the gym today, man. I was kind of like, ¿qué anda, Efi? Yeah, ¿qué anda? ¿Cómo tú andas, mi hermano? Ahora yo estoy tranquilo aquí de mi casa. Después me voy a descansar. Estoy descansando ahora. Relaxing, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, for sure. He said, are you Spanish, coach? No, sir. I'm black. Pero mi mamá es de Santo Domingo. Yo aprendí español de mi mamá. Mi mamá es la negrita dominicana. You know what I mean? And yo aprendí español de ella. Ella, mi mamá, ella llegó de este país y al año 45. Pero mi papá él es de aquí, de los Estados Unidos. Mi papá es negro, americano. Yep. He said, Coach, do you like traveling? Wish I could travel more, you know what I mean? But I can't, you know. I can't leave the country. Can't leave the country, fam, but Al Money, what's happening, fam? Al Money, what's happening? Órale. Ándale. Hey, what's going on, fam? Yeah, man, he say, Coach, were you a truck driver? Yeah, I was a truck driver for years. You know what I mean? I was a truck driver for years. I used to drive for a company called Night Transportation. I used to drive for a company, CRST. I used to drive for Swift. I drove for Stevenson Transportation. That's a trucking company out of Texas. Yeah, I drove all over the country. I haven't been to the East Coast, though. I haven't been like the Northeast. I haven't been to the Northeast. So I haven't been to New York City, haven't been to Rhode Island, Connecticut, stuff like that. I haven't been to Massachusetts. You know what I mean? Yeah. I hated truck driving. I hated it. I used to like it at first. Like when I first got my license, I got my license in 1995. Got my CDL. I used to like it. At first, but you know now it's like shit. When you get older, I can't be doing that shit, man. Fuck that. My kids be missing me and stuff, you know. I can't do that. Bruce Gas, what's going on, fam? Yeah, man. Yeah. I like going live on the phone better. Classic. What you say? Your surroundings look so peaceful. It's very peaceful. It's very peaceful. Yep. Yeah, it's very peaceful. Like when I be like when I was burning, I come out here and burn and just be thinking. You know what I mean? Coach Harry used to drive for LB back in the days. No, man. Nah. Yeah, hit the like button, man. Y'all hit the like button, man. Hit the like button. We just shang-a-langing right now. We shang-a-langing. Just old shang-a-lang pop up, man. Just popping up, man. Shang-a-lang. Coach, do you play golf? No, I don't play golf, fam. I don't play golf, man. And you know the reason why I like doing these pop-ups? Because I get to read all the comments a lot better. They say, Coach, Rolly up next. I'm planning to become a local truck driver here in Utah. Yeah, local is better. Local is better. A local truck driver is better. You be home every night. You're gonna be away from your kids and stuff like that. Say Tank plays golf. Yeah, I wouldn't mind playing golf myself. You know what I mean? Go out there, rub shoulders with the big dogs, making $1 million deals. Punch Perfect, what's going on? Punch Perfect Boxing, what's going on, fam? Yeah, man, we just out here shang-a-langing, man. Out here shang-a-langing, relaxing. Very peaceful. Muy tranquilo aquí. Ay, muy tranquilo aquí. He said, Coach, he said, why your lives too early? He said, why do you do your lives too early? No, my lives are not early. My lives are right on time, fam. 3 o'clock is a good time for me. I've been doing that since, it's been over a year since I've been going live at 3 o'clock. That's my, he said, I get off at 5. All I want to hear, man, I'm out of here. Yeah, 3 o'clock, perfect for me. Yeah, man. Yeah, some rando. Yeah, man. Shang-a-lang, man. Shang-a-lang. That's why I'm doing pop-ups now. I'm gonna do live and then we're gonna do the pop-ups. We're gonna go live, we're gonna do the pop-ups. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep doing this and then, you know, transition until, you know what I mean? We're gonna go live and we're gonna do pop-ups. I see that 540, yeah, I know, I figured that. Illinois, you guys have Central Standard Time. He said, Coach, what do you think about Bob saying no one watches the zone? Bob is lying, you know. I mean that's Bob M. What is he supposed to say? You got Canelo Anthony Joshua, Katie Taylor. Over there, nobody watches the zone according to him, Bob M. Yeah, wow. He said, I don't care, 24/7 for me. Yeah. Yeah, little green eyes, you know what I mean? I mean, who cares what Bob thinks? You know what I mean? Bob, you know, Bob always he always going to hate. Yeah, man. Say, Coach, pray for Bangladesh. A lot of flooding and crisis there. Oh, man, yeah, I didn't know that. I don't watch the news, so I didn't know that, fam. Thank you for telling me. He say, Bob, the bong smoking too much weed now. Hey, you know, man. You know, one thing about it, Eddie Hearn must be a huge threat. Eddie Hearn must be a big threat to these American promoters because they don't consolidate it and came together and try to form one big brick wall to try to keep him from doing business in the United States. He must be a big threat. When you have other promotional companies coming together and try to block you out from doing business doing business in a country as huge as in the United States, you must be a threat. He said Bob started to sound like Darth Vader on Little Green Eyes P. Yeah. Yo, Bob. He said, have you guys heard the news? Who the Mexican monster is fighting next? I heard him as no, I don't know. No, I don't know. Who is he supposed to be fighting next? Man, even Lou DiBella Flipping on Eddie Hearn crazy. Yeah, Lou DiBella's in bed with Bob Arum now. That's how it works. Eddie got them shaking in their boots. Yeah, Diallo, he does. He does. He does. I've never seen nothing like this. Promotional companies coming together as one to try to block one promoter. That tells me Eddie must got access to a lot of money. He got that Saudi money, and he's paying the fighters more money than what they'll make over here. And the fighters over here have been brainwashed. Some of them. A lot of them been brainwashed. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. He said, "Coach, what's the worst?" He said, "What's worse, getting beat all 12 rounds, or a KO in the first?" It depends on how bad. It depends on how bad the beating was. You know, if you just lose a fight for 12 rounds, you know, it ain't bad. As long as it was competitive and stuff like that. As long as it was competitive, you feel me? But getting knocked out, I wouldn't want to get knocked out. I wouldn't want to get knocked out. I said getting knocked out is worse. First round KO was embarrassing. Yeah, absolutely, Bless. First round KO was embarrassing. Getting knocked out. Yeah, he said if you're going to get it out the way. Beautiful background in Florida. Yeah. Got old hippity right there. My rabbit sitting there chilling. He chilling. He shangling. He stressing. He don't stressed out like this. Doggone hippity. Eddie should do business with Richard Schaefer. You know, I mean, it is what it is. You know, when you're a promoter and you got money, you play. If you have money, you have to play the long game sometimes. How come USA don't do 100,000 outdoor fight? Love from the UK. I'm gonna tell you why. There's no fighters in America that can do 100,000 outdoors. It's different. It's different over here. There's no fighters over here that's that big that can do a fight in a 100,000 outdoor stadium. I mean, the closest thing to that would be Canelo Alvarez. There's no American fighters, and there's really no big American fighters over here. Contrary to popular belief. You feel me? Contrary to popular belief, you know what I mean? Ain't nobody big like that over here. You know, and it also depends on like what the gate is going to be. What kind of draw you're going to be at the gate? Because you can have like 20,000 people, but if you charging $1,500 a ticket, you know, for 20,000 people, then your gate is going to be a lot larger than someone who may do 50,000, but his average ticket price is a lot lower. You see what I'm saying? Hell, over here, it's so bad over here, you got to look at people's social media pages to determine if they're a star or not. My fighter got more Twitter followers than your fighter. Yeah, Muhammad Ali could. Absolutely. Absolutely, little green eyes Pete. Muhammad Ali could. I think Ray Leonard could, too. Muhammad Ali could, and I think maybe Ray Leonard at his time. I think an Oscar De La Hoya in his heyday. Oscar, somewhere close to that. I'm 100,000 is a lot, but it ain't like over here. It ain't like it is in the UK. Over here, they don't have passion for boxing like that. Not like it was back in the day. Now, for American football, that's a whole nother ball game. American football would be huge. American football, huge. No, college football. College football is bigger than American professional football. College football. Oh, you go to a college football game? Oh, it's packed. Oh, it's packed. 80, 90,000, 70,000. Easy. Oh, man, easy. I'm saying like when it's a big rivalry game, oh, them college football games is huge. You know. He said I don't know NASCAR. NASCAR get more than 100,000. Do it over there. Oh yeah. NASCAR does. Oh, NASCAR is huge. NASCAR, you'll get 100,000 and come see people go around the track 500 times. 500 times. Come on, man. Shit. NASCAR huge. I can't watch it. I like drag racing myself. I can't watch NASCAR. The only time I can look at NASCAR when it's down to like the last 20 laps, when it's the last 20 or 50, when it's the last 15 or 20 laps, oh yeah, I'm in it. I'm all in. Just, you know, listen, dog. When you get the 85, when you get to the 85th lap, let me know. I'll come up then. March Madness equals 100,000 stadium. Nah, I don't know about that. Not Mark. I don't know about that. I never seen that. I never seen that before. Not for basketball. Say NASCAR is lame. Rally racing is pretty cool. You know, I like the drag racing. I like the drag racing. You know, I like stuff like that. So that's the capacity of over to hold AJ Fury in the USA. Would he get over 200,000 over there? Nah. No, tell me, if it was a capacity, we don't have a capacity for no 200,000. Are you in Kissimmee? I know that artificial lake. Nope, this is not Kissimmee. Not Kissimmee at all. Is that mashup cars? No, that's not mashup cars. That's not mashup cars. Old Daddy Boxing, old Daddy, what's going on, fam? I do like Gran Turismo type races. Yeah, you know, the U.S. can't afford AJ and Fury versus Fury. I mean, the U.S. wouldn't even be, you know, the boxing fans over here, they wouldn't be interested in AJ versus Fury like that. I mean, some would, but I'm just being honest with you. Some of them, the money wouldn't be over here. Fury ain't gonna get no 500,000 over here. He didn't get it because he's not a draw like that over here. Fury's not even a draw like that over here, so he wouldn't. It'd be best for them to get do what they're doing now. AJ getting crazy money. That dude getting so much money for a fight, it's ridiculous. He say, nah, do it on Wembley. He said, Coach, you think AJ versus Wilder sells out of stadium in the U.S.? Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Nowhere near that. If it sell out of stadium, it's going to be most of the people from the U.K. come over. It's going to be most of the people from the U.K. come over if it sell out of stadium. That means they're going to have to let all of the U.K. come over here. He said, Coach, you must feel like he who wants a millionaire. Ain't nobody worried about Fury stinking ass over here. Yeah, I mean, contrary to what Frank Warren is saying, he's a mega star everywhere he goes. Like, no, not over here, he not. Y'all must know something I don't know. Hit the Cash App, International Africans. $ New Media Today USA. $ New Media Today USA. Hit the Cash App. What you say, fam? You say we will bring our fans over, or you said we will bring our fans over our limits in the UK, 100,000. But I swear it can sell out 200,000 for that fight, and we'll travel. Yeah, UK fans will travel. UK fans and Mexican fans are what's keeping boxing alive. Boxing is a global sport. It's the most watched, viewed sport, I guess, in the world, from what I've been hearing. But it's not because of the United States. I can tell you that right now. Not because of the United States. Coach, do you see Viterbo somewhat similar to Marciano, but in the Smith Jr.'s fight? He reminded me of Ali doing the counter pull. No, I wouldn't say that. I mean, I wouldn't say that. Just two different eras. So y'all going to Camboso's next fight? All right, let's see. Hey, bless Cambosos. Man. You can tell, like, he said, I think UK travels more. Yeah, UK travel. UK fans really, really love boxing. I wouldn't want to go to Tank versus Garcia. Might go too crazy. Now, that'll be a big fight. That'll be a big fight. Even Eddie Hearn talked about that. The biggest fight to make in the lightweight division is Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia. But both of those two promoters, they too dumb and stupid. They won't make that fight happen. Ego's gonna get involved. Between Leonard Ellaby and Oscar De La Hoya, that'll be a disaster. They'll be talking about their egos will get involved. Egos won't get involved, so you know what I mean? Yeah, man. I'm sitting out here enjoying it, man. Just very peaceful. I see I got the TV on over there on the wall. Got the TV outside. Very peaceful. What's up, Coach? What's up, Jay Pons? What's going on, fam? You seeing gators and iguanas where you stay in Florida? Yeah, I see gators and iguanas. Not over here where I live at, though, but yeah. If Shakur went up to 140 in Fort Davis, what'd you say? If. The key word is if. If Shakur went up to 140 in Fort Davis, how you think that'll turn out? I don't know. I mean, you know, Davis fights at 135 and Shakur's at 130 right now, so Davis is not even at 140. He fights at 135 now, you know? He said, Coach, do you think Campos does better in the rematch versus Haney? Or does Haney have an easier time in the rematch? I think because it depends. It depends. You know, Camboso, what he tried last time, he came with a Teofimo Lopez game plan, and that didn't work. He said it was the art of war and this and that. He started believing his own hype. I think what he needs to do this time is just calm down, stop talking all that emperor stuff, stop talking all that, you know, you do what I tell, you know, I chose you, boy, and all that stuff there. It's calm, you know, just settle it down and get right back to reality. Cambosos wasn't a hell of a fight in the first place. Shout out to Arlette. Shout out to Arlette. Cambosos wasn't no killer or a hell of a fight in the first place. Cambosos is a C plus fighter. C plus fighter. You know what I mean? B minus. He wasn't no hell of a fighter in the first place. Cambosos just caught Teofimo at the right time and beat him. Because Teofimo was smelling his own piss. That's all that was. But, you know, Cambosos wasn't no hell of a fighter like that in the first place. I'm just being honest. I just did joking, call him Killer Cam just to be joking. You know what I mean? You guys know I make, you know, people who I don't think that highly of, I give them all kind of nicknames. Killer Cam, not necessarily I don't think highly of, but when you know it's a fighter that's really not all that, I just try to hype him up to put some hyperbole on it. That's all. No, I personally whack him. Okay. T.O. wanted to rush the fight for the KO. Yeah, that's how he lost. That's how he lost. Being very predictable. Not making adjustments. That's how he lost. That's how you lose to a 13-1 underdog. Shout out to Miss Fitch. She said, yeah, you just big him up. Yeah, Big Rolo. Yeah, I just big him up. Big Rolo. It's all hyperbole to me. You see me laughing, Big Rolo. You see me doing that? I'm joking. I'm joking. Trevor the Dream Bryant, he is the only American heavyweight champion of the world that we have right now. I had dudes hitting me up. Yeah, your boy Trevor Bryant lost. What you got to say now? Had no idea. Shout out to AWAX from Jacksonville. What's going on, fam? We out here. He had no idea I was joking. He thought he was hurting my feelings. Dude, that's all I do. That's all I do. Hype these screw-up fighters up. I hype them up. You see, I'm hearing what you said. You're hearing what? You're hearing Virgil Ortiz to take Jamel Charlo at 154. That'll be fireworks. Yeah, that'll be a hell of a fight there. That'll be a hell of a fight. Virgil Ortiz and Jamel Charlo. We encourage, Coach. I was bigging up Trail. Trevor Bryant trash. We'll never hear from him again. He's done. He said, Coach, you know of the Cuban Andy Cruz? Yeah. Andy Cruz a bad boy. Andy Cruz a bad boy. If you could coach Deontay Wilder to beat Tyson, what would you have him do? I mean, you would have to get him early. You have to get him early on, and just to get him to use his jab, work on his cardio, whatever he was doing or wasn't doing. Matter of fact, I would have to. First thing, I just have to give him some old school training. Old school training. That's all. The old school training, you know, so he can have the stamina. Because you can, you know, and then of course teach him how to box. But you know, you're right about that, Bless. Teach him how to box, but you know, he got to have the stamina so he don't get tired. You know. This channel is way better than what do you say? Hey, shout out to Queen's Finest for the super chat. You say this channel is way better than Blue Blood Sports. I mean, you know what I mean? That's a matter of opinion. Blue got a good channel. Blue got a good channel. You know what I mean? He got a good channel. He been doing it a while, so I've been doing it a year and a half. He been doing it a while. He said, fine as Dale. You came over here to hate me. Hey, listen, man. Listen. I need Bless and Arlette. I need y'all to be good, man, because I do not want to start laughing. But when y'all two get started, please, man, y'all just be good, man. Arlette be war ready. Then Bless jump in it. Hey. Oh, man. Yeah, for sure. But you know, I sit back, man. I like doing these pop-ups, man, because it's like, you know, we ain't constricted to, you know, just trying to be constricted to just boxing. But we got some good fights. We got a good fight coming up this weekend. I think Bam Rodriguez fight this weekend, right? I think Bam coached these people. He said, the hell with Blue Blood. I used to listen to him. No more. Oh, y'all feeling some type of way about Blue, huh? Big Rolo. Hey, you know what? Hey, Alberto, I like Rolly Romero though. I like Rolly, man. Rolly is I like Big Rolo, man. Rolly is funny to me. I don't like him as a fighter. As a fighter, he's trash. As a fighter, he's trash. But I like him as a troll. I like him as a troll. As a fighter, I don't like him, but as a troll, he's funny as hell. Stamina, the most important thing in boxing. Absolutely. Bro, if you're tired, you can't do nothing. Yeah, Coach Rolo was a bum. If you're tired, you can't do nothing. You can't do nothing, bro. I don't care what you learn in the gym. If you can't keep your stamina up, you might as well forget it. Because fatigue makes cowards out of all of us. Rolly can fight. What you say? Rolly can fight. There's levels to this. No, I mean Rolly's not a boxer. Rolly's not a boxer. I mean, he's a good street fighter, but he's not a fighter like a boxer. Rolly's not that. I don't think no one confused him for being that. I would hope not. I would hope no one thought Rolly was a boxer. If anyone thought that, Leonard Ellerby did a good job in fooling you. Because he damn so fooled my cousin. Rolly versus Blair Cobb. Let's get it. Yeah, Rolly and Blair Cobb need to fight each other. That'll be a good fight. I'd pay to see that fight, believe it or not. I know it sounds crazy. Hey, Coach, I hope you're doing pretty well. I love the view in the background. It seems very peaceful. Yeah, it's very peaceful back here, Sergio. Sergio, it's very peaceful, man. Very peaceful. Very peaceful, fam. Especially at night. Boy, at night, we turn the lights on around. We turn the lights on, right? At night, turn the lights on. Man, you get to see the moon shining off the water. At night, man, it's beautiful. Oh, man, it's beautiful. Oh, man. I can't wait till when the sun's setting, man. When the sun starts setting. Yeah, thanks, Toby. What you say, fam? You said I thought Rolly was a hood fighter. Eric. Yeah, absolutely, man. Big Rolo. He said, Coach, according to you, who gonna be the underdog in the Vitervia Bibble fight? Probably Bibble. Probably because Vitervia is a unified champion and he's a knockout artist. So Bibble more than likely would be the underdog. Or let's say your kids are cute, Coach. Oh, thank you, Arlette. Thank you. My daughter crazy. She crazy about her father. Coach, you're right. Road is the street. No gators in the back. No, I ain't got no gators back here. Gators don't really mess with. They don't really mess with humans anyways like that. He said, Coach, do you think Rolly could beat Ryan Garcia? Nope. I don't see Rolly beating no top fighters. Not no top fighters. Only way he beat him is if the judges rob him give him a gift on the scorecards like they did Marinez, like they did when Rolly fought Marinez. Rolly Romero clearly lost that fight. Clearly. It wasn't even close. And they just gave it to Rolly. So that's the only way he win. Say, what if he KO him? Well, if he KO him, then yeah, you know. So they'll say, damn, seriously? I wish I had a house like yours, Coach. He said, you go fishing there, Coach? No, I haven't been fishing yet. He said, it's boxing. It's boxing, though. Anything can happen. Yeah, anything can happen, man. But Rolly Romero, come on, man. He said, I bet you got some mosquitoes back there. Absolutely, bro, mosquitoes. I'm inside a screened-in patio, so I'm good. I'm inside the screened-in patio, so there's no mosquitoes back here. Yeah, man, that's why I like to come out here and think. I come out here and think when the sun is setting. Come out here and think, man. He said Roller's the future gatekeeper. He'll be PBC new Ghost Guerrero. Shit. They're going to be matching Rolly up pretty good. They're going to try to build him back up. They're going to be matching him up really good, give him some really good cherries. Give him some really good cherries. He said, Coach, try some fishing, brother. Yeah, I'm going to try. I'm going to try, fam. I've been fishing before. I've been fishing before with my cousins. I have cousins, they go fishing all the time. They have all the fishing gear. I mean, you know, that's what they do. They go saltwater fishing in the bay. You know, in the bay, they go saltwater fishing, then they go freshwater fishing. Yeah, I have cousins, man. They're really about that fishing life, bro. They're about that fishing life. He said Roller versus Pitbull needs to happen next. Yeah, I got Pitbull. I have Pitbull. He said, damn, they want you to have alligator mosquitoes. It's it's a bullshit. God go bless. He said, but to be honest, I want Rolly to have a good career. He's entertaining. Yeah. I'll put Rolly in there with a whole bunch of cherry picks. Put him in there with some cherries. Give him some good cherries. Hype it up. Make it look like it's bigger than what it is. That's what I do. Leonard wants Rolly to fight Pitbull. Ooh, so I guess they're trying to build it up. You know what, stylistically? I don't know, man. You know, that'll be a hell of a fight stylistically now that I think about it. You say 10-minute drive and I'm in the Gulf of Mexico? Yeah, I'm in the Gulf too. The Bay. The Bay is in the, and we in the Gulf. We're in the Gulf. Tampa Bay sits right on the Bay Area Tampa Bay sits right on the Gulf. Yep. You say Tank gonna end up fighting Rolly again. Yeah, you know, I mean, it is what it is, man. Leonard Ellaby don't told us what the lick read. So, you know, I can't even get mad no more. I'm not going to get mad and upset, none of that. I get it. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Yeah, man, you feel me? Because I'm sitting back like, you know, we, in the lightweight division, we have, you know, I want to ask y'all something. I wonder why did Alexander Usyk decide to leave the war? I mean, we know he went on the front line. I hope don't nobody believe that shit. You know, when you're a celebrity like that, you ain't on the front line. He said, you in New Temple? Yeah. Yeah, for sure. He said, I'll take Big Roller over Pitt. I don't know, man. You know what? Stylistically, they're going to be running into each other. I'm going to take Pitbull. I'm going to take Pitbull. Prime Duran versus Prime Riddick would be a badass fight. Too bad they fought in different eras. Yeah, man. Yeah. Pernell was special, man. That dude, that was something else, bro, defensively. Because what's your pick? Duran versus Whitaker, both in their primes. I don't know, man. I might have to lean that. I might have to lean that towards because Roberto Duran was a monster at lightweight. I have to lean that to I give it to Pernell Whitaker. Because I saw what Sugar Ray did to Roberto Duran in that second fight. Made him quit. I can just imagine what Pernell Whitaker would have did. I say Pernell Whitaker. Yeah, man. Sitting out here relaxing, man. It just feels so good. The breeze is blowing. The breeze is by. I should go get me some wine, man. I should go drink me some wine. That view nice. It looks nice and peaceful. Yeah, it's very peaceful, fam. Very peaceful, bro. Sitting here chilling, man. I'm feeling so... It's very peaceful, man. Very peaceful. Not gonna lie, Rolly versus Pitbull would be a good fight. A good fight. Set it up. Yeah, it would. I mean, yeah, I would lean more towards Pitbull because I just think he'll catch Rolly. Rolly is defensively not sound. He leaves his chin out there. Defensively, he's not sound at all. Rolly Romero don't have no defense at all. I see Pitbull sleeping him. Sleeping Rolly about the 7th or 8th round, catching him good. Benitez quit versus Leonard. but Benitez was still in the fight. Yeah, man. He said Usyk said the leaders of his country felt the attention that the fight would bring more important than the war. Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. And then he might as well fight Corey. He wasn't on the front line anyways, you know. Yeah, so yeah, that makes sense, fam. That makes sense. That made perfect sense. It looked good for semantics with politics. I'm still not sold on Pitbull. I like Pitbull, man. They said Pitbull don't have any neck, man. Man, I like Pitbull, man. I'm sold on Pit. It said Whitaker beat Chavez. Yeah. In my opinion, he definitely beat Chavez. Don King, Don King wasn't gonna let it go down like that though. Chavez was a Don King fighter. My people got mad because I said it. Man, a lot of people were saying that back then. Shit, a lot of people were saying that. People were mad as hell. They knew Pernell had got robbed. I was talking to Tommy Brooks. We talked about that. He said, do you think Loma's on the front line? Hell yeah, he on the front line. The front line of an office. Yeah, man, yeah, he on the front line. Nah, when you're a celebrity like that, they don't put them dudes on the front line. You're not on the battlefield running, you're not on the battlefield with a rifle shooting at Russians. Nah, he ain't doing that. He said Pitbull can take a punch because of his neck. Yeah, man. Yeah. You gotta have some defense to beat Pitbull. He said, come on, coach. You sold on Pitbull for losing? No, I just like his style. I like his style, dog. Like that dude the problem, man. I'm not saying, he gonna beat all of the top guys. Somebody at my doorbell. What's this? Yeah, somebody run the doorbell. I don't know what it is. He said Lomo's home city of Odessa is under attack now. Yeah, man. He said Pitbull fights Tank again. It might be an upset. Nah. He said, Coach, I don't know about that. He said, Coach, who you got between Boots Ennis and Keith Thurman? I got Boots. He's younger, stronger, hungrier. I don't think Boots wanna. I don't think Keith ain't there no more. I have Boots all day. Or let's say none of those guys in the battle. They are just reporting for duty. That man, that can mean anything. Yes, yeah, you're right about that, all that. Shout out to Drew. He say, Coach, all of our Eddie Hearn haters mad after today's press conference and 2 Canelo fights and the AJ fight. This year, Hearn would generate more money than top-ranked PBC and Golden Boy budgets combined. Yeah. Eddie Hearn getting that money, man. That's why they hate him. Eddie Hearn getting that money. They hate him, boy. And he came and messed up the market by paying these fighters more money. I think he genuinely came back for the rematch. But at the same time, there's probably a political element there, too. There's always a political element. Pitbull is convincing me he lasted with Tank and knocked out Gamboa. Well, Gamboa is old, so I can't really put too much into that. Gamboa's old and he washed. And right now they're trying to build Pitbull up. They're trying to build him up right now. He's gonna be, because Pitbull is gonna bring that Mexican fan base. If Al Heyman's smart, that's how they use it. Queen's Finest, what's going on? Shout out to Sister Lisa Bell. Shout out to my sis Lisa Bells. He said, but then again, Coach Tank said, hell no to a rematch. Yeah, he did say that. He did say that. I bet Hearn would be laughing at those jealous, hating promoters. I would do the same. I mean, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. When you see these promoters in America, when they talk about Eddie Hearn, their whole attitude change. They get so angry, whether it's Bob Arum or whether it's Leonard Ellerby. They get angry, or whether it's Lou DiBella. They whole face start contorting, and they just get so angry and mad at just at the mention of Leonard, not Leonard Ellerby, but Eddie Hearn's name. So it must be something that he's doing right. He said, Coach, will AJ get his belts back? We'll see. I don't know. I don't know, fam. You know what I mean? He might get him back. He might not get him back. I don't know, fam. This is exactly what I was talking about the other day. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I'm talking about. I never seen like you got promoters. They're trying to keep a one man blocked out of the market, in this country. That's something else. He said, "You into the UFC at all, Coach?" I used to be back in the day. I haven't been watching it lately. I may get involved in it. But I really don't watch it like I should. You see what I'm saying? He said, true coach. Some of the YouTube boxing channels also turned on her. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, who cares what about what a boxing YouTube channel do? There ain't nobody. Boxing YouTube channel ain't nobody. They waiting on deposits from Google just like every other content creator. They ain't nobody. That man Edgar Hearn got so much money. He thinking about some YouTube channels. I seriously doubt that. Yeah. Shelton, what's going on, Shelton? Hey, man. How you doing? What's going on, Shelton? He say Hearn preventing a lot of big fights. He trash just like the other promoters. Well, I guess the other promoters prevented a lot of big fights as well. Whatever you mean by that, fam. Drew, what you say, fam? You say if Hearn was failing, these promoters wouldn't say his name. Them breaking Hearn up unprovoked. Prove he's doing well. I mean, it is what it is, man. When your competitors are mad, you must be doing something good. When your competitors are mad, you must be doing something good. This man all over the world throwing boxing events all over the world. There's not a boxer, there's not a promoter that throws global events like, there's not a promoter that's bigger than Eddie Hearn. What promoter in America throw global events? Shout out to Drew. He said, yeah, Coach, Florida has some rich MMA gym history. Yeah, back in the day, I used to watch like Ken Shamrock and Ortiz and stuff. We're talking about like 90, 93, 94. Yep, 93, 94. What is it? Yeah, 93, 94.
Hi.
Oh, she out the way. Yeah. You say Floyd his own? Okay. Yeah, man. He said, gotta put some respect on Pitt name. Y'all say what he did. Talking about Pitt? What he doing?
Oh, he's just scratching the cover.
Scratching that? Oh, okay. It is what it is, man. When they talk about you, you're doing something good. When a lot of other promoters join forces against Eddie, he's got to be affecting him. Exactly, that's what it is. YouTube channels and all. Yeah, man. Shut what he say. He say ain't nobody in boxing getting money like AJ and Hearn. Nah, man. Well, they can say what they want to say, boy, but proof is in the pudding. Name another promoter putting $80 million in fights. Wow. Yeah, for real, though. He doing that. Well, the Saudis doing that. Eddie connected. Boxing promoters are like mobsters. What they say? Shout out to my main man, Myron. He say boxing promoters are like mobsters, very territorial. It's not just America, UK too. His relationships with Fish Eyes is hostile. Hey, Myron, you right about that. That's why Fish Eyes hate him. Eddie, you know what make it so funny? Eddie Hearn do it with a smile, too. He do it with a smile. Eddie Hearn, like, what, 5 years younger than me? He do it with a smile. How you doing, mate? Yeah, we're just trying to throw an event here. Next thing you know, Eddie don't took over. Eddie Hearn do it with a smile, man. Shout out to Drew. He said Dana White and WWE are Eddie's competition. You don't never see Eddie getting mad or, but boy, when Leonard Ellaby and Bob Arum mention Eddie Hearn's name, oh, they be furious, boys. It look like they're about to have a stroke. Lou, shout out to Lou, light-skinned Lou. What's going on, fam? Lou, what the lick read, brother? Yeah, man, they go to getting their panties in a bunch. Coach, you still starting another channel? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Channel is being done right now as we speak. I'll be going live at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. And I'm going to stay on that time until I I'm gonna do it the same way I did this channel, but I got a team now. I got a team now. I have a team. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yep. That's how you grow. You gotta get a team. You gotta get a team. Well, you know, once you get to a certain level, get a team and you know, delegate. He said, Coach, who is the most underrated boxer of all time? I have no idea, fam. I have no idea. I have no idea. He say, Coach Adams, shout out to Misfit. What you say, Misfit? You say Barbell said he was friends and did business with Eddie's dad back in the day. He said Eddie's the best right now. Just one sample. Amanda versus Taylor. Yeah, man.
Hey, what are you doing?
Hey, what you say, Myron? You say Eddie's a troller? Yeah, Eddie do be trolling him. He said, Coach, have you seen the video of Eddie dedicating his song to Leonard Ellaby? Yeah, you must say been on my channel, fam. You must have been on my channel. We always play that over there. Yeah, man. Oh, Daddy. Eddie is too cool for them old timers. Yeah, them old timers, they be old and bitter, man. Sometimes you deal with them old crusty dudes. Them old crusty dudes, they just be bitter, man. They just be bitter. They see that young fresh blood coming in. That fresh blood, see, old fish eyes, he old. The game don't pass him by. You know, you got Bob Arum, he's still hanging in there. He been promoting fights since Jesus. You know what I mean? Then you got the PBC, stuff like that. De La Hoya. He you know, he don't like Eddie. And then the promoters in America beefing with each other. Ain't that something? They're beefing with each other, but they all come together to hate Eddie. It is what it is, you know what I mean? It's funny to me. I guess the young lad from the UK must got those old geezers and the cokehead panties in a bunch. You got a cokehead who hate him, then you got the old geezers who hate him. What did it say, fam? You said you've been very busy with the landscaping project, Sergio? Yeah, man. Yeah, it is. He said been promoting fights since Jesus. Yeah, man. He promoted David and Goliath. He said De La Coca. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's all. He too. He might as well sell his company. I heard somebody want to buy Golden Boy Promotions. He might as well sell it. He ain't doing nothing with it. He said Bob helped build Pompey Stadium. DeMarcus. He said they always gonna hate the new blood. Yeah, it is what it is. And, you know, it come with the territory. Anything that you venture off in, you gotta expect the hate. The hate is needed. You know, it's called what is it called? Man, I forgot what it's called. You have the law of attraction, and then you have the law of resistance. You see what I'm saying? Y'all learning this from me. You heard of the law of attraction, right? But you also have the law of resistance. And the law of resistance is universal. Anything that you decide to partake upon in life, you're always going to have resistance. And when it's very similar to a space shuttle. And I used this analogy before. When you are a space shuttle, the space shuttle cannot launch off the ground and go into space by itself. Why? Because of the gravitational pull of the Earth is too strong for the space shuttle. That's the law of resistance. So what happens is you need to build an extra rocket booster that's bigger than the space shuttle that's going to boost it up into space, get it off the ground. So now you got to stop hitting the table. To get it off the ground. And then once it gets high enough into space, the rocket booster detaches itself from the space shuttle. And that's how it gets into the sky. So it's the law. You have the law of attraction and you have the law of resistance. You got to be able to attract what it is that you want in life that's going to make your life better. But you got to understand when you do that, you're going to have to know how to go through the struggles of the law of resistance. That's what we're going to be talking about on my other channel as well. Just other stuff. Life stuff. I got too much to offer. Than the boxing. He say Bob promoted the asteroid versus the dinosaurs. Oh, Bob. Frankie flatline eyes. Yeah. Frankie baby. Yeah, man. Old Frankie baby, man. He said, deep, my ninja. Yes, sir, my brother. See, as we go into the outer hemisphere of the internal realm, my brother, and we look at certain molecules as we break it down to the least common denominator, what we have to do is we have to metaphorically put things together so that we can envision the light that precipitates from 93 million miles away, which is the distance from the sun to the earth, my brother. So I take the sunlight, which are rays from the sun, and I use that and I break it down to the least common denominator, and I abstract the molecules from the sunlight that's 93 million miles away from the planet Earth, my brother. He said, Coach AJ, over relay on his right hand, and don't put his hand back up after he throw. Hunts for the head, not going to the body. Oh, that was in the last fight though. That's the last fight. The last fight. You know, that's not how we normally fight, but the last fight. You gotta take things on a fight by fight basis. Toby Bartlett, what's going on, fam? Shout out to Toby Bartlett. What's going on? Yeah, man, the law of resistance. The law of resistance. That's what it's called. Say, Coach, I saw some pictures of you on the internet. He say, I didn't know that you were buff like that. Yet these beta males keep it moving. Yeah, man, I've been working out a long time, 35 years. He said, Coach, a smooth talker. Shout out to the brothers in the Nation of Islam. Cain and Abel. You still believe in the teachings of them? Yeah, I still believe in some of the things. I don't believe in everything, but in life, you take the good, you take what you need and you apply it to your everyday life, and whatever you don't need, you discard it. You know what I mean? So I learned a lot of good things in the nation. I learned a lot of good things from the Sunni Muslims, studying with the Sunnis. I learned a lot of good things from the brothers in the streets. I learned a lot of good things from brothers, from some of the brothers in the feds when I was in there. I take the good things from everywhere. Learned good things from, a lot of my family members, and I learned the good things from the bad things as well. You see what I'm saying? So as you get older, you mature, you grow, you evolve. You know what I mean? You elevate, and it is what it is. So I'm not one of those guys who I'm not a big complainer. I try to solve problems. Whatever the problem is, I figure out what I try to come with solutions to problems. I'm a problem solver, you know what I mean? So to speak. I'm not the bitch and moan and complaining guy. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to figure out a way around it. Racism? Okay, let me figure out a way around it. Lou Peters, he say, look forward to the new show. Yes, sir, I appreciate that, fam. Racism, I'm going to find a way to get around it. Oh man, the tax laws changed. Okay, I'm gonna find out how I can use it to my benefit. Because no matter what's going on in life, if something is going bad, if there are hard times, you have people, everybody, when there's hard times in life, everybody not having hard times. During hard times, there are people who have good times. And some people profit from those who have bad times. You see what I'm saying? Because when things are going bad over here, things are going good over here. It's called polarity. You see what I'm saying? When things are going good one way, it's going bad the other way. I try to figure out how to get to where it's going good at. That's how I am. He said, yeah, I learned a lot from the NOI, especially my healthy eating habits. Yeah, I learned a lot from the nation. I learned a lot from Minister Farrakhan. I still have my study guides in there. I haven't read them in years, but I still have my study guide. Yeah, man, I don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. I've evolved, but I don't view the world at 48 the way I did at 28. You see what I'm saying? Yep, so, that's how they trained me when I was in the nation. Be a problem solver. Don't make no excuses. We don't want to hear nothing about the white man and this and that. We don't want to hear that. He said, Coach, life is boxing. You have to know how to make adjustments. Yeah. No excuses. If you believe, like when I was in the nation, I can't speak for it now, but when I came in 1991, when I came in 1991, In the, yeah, 91, 92. 91, 92. You know, when I came in, man, it was different. I just say it was different. It was different. If you say you're the fruit, they teach you in the nation, when I was in it, that the fruit is the best part of the tree. You know, the black man is God. That's what they taught. It was blown like a black nationalistic. The Nation of Islam has nothing to do with Islam at all, because, you know, once you bear witness that God appeared in the person of Master Muhammad, and Elijah Muhammad is the messenger of Allah, that's shirk. So Nation of Islam had nothing to do with Islam. It's not Islam at all. I studied with the Sunni Muslims, so I know what I'm talking about. But in the nation, they teach you that the black man is God. He's the owner, the maker, the cream of the planet Earth, God of the universe. So I asked myself this question. If you believe that you're the owner, the maker, the cream of the planet Earth, God of the universe, then a God don't make excuses. God is a producer. God is a creator. A God don't make excuses. You see what I'm saying? A God you don't believe that, yo man, the devil holding me down. No, you God. You created the devil. So if you really believe that you God, and you really believe that you're the owner, the maker, the cream of the planet Earth, the God of the universe, if you really believe that, then you need to show that. How can you be a God and make excuses? How can you be a God that can't take care of your wife and your children? How can you be a God? How can you be a God and don't know how to secure your environment, your neighborhood, your community? Lou Peterson, what you say, family? Say, what was the biggest lesson you learned in the nation? I give you a couple. The art of listening. The art of listening is one of the biggest lessons I learned in the nation. I learned how to use hyperbole to my advantage. And I learned how to become a man in the nation. I learned how to become a good listener. It's not just one thing. Learned how not to make excuses. Be a problem solver. I learned that, how to be a problem solver. Learn how to create jobs for yourself. You learn how to create jobs for yourself. You know what I mean? Just how to be a man, how to provide for your family, your wife, your kids, your household, how to be a provider, stuff like that. I learned a lot of good stuff in the nation, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, the NOI showed me a lot. Now, what I learned with the Sunnis, when I started studying with the Sunni brothers, you know, I learned a lot of the different prayers and the rakats. I got a better understanding of who Prophet Muhammad was, the Hadith, Sufism. I learned a lot of Sufism, learned a lot about Sufism, and just how everything is connected. Like, all this stuff talk about the same thing. You know what I mean? All this stuff talk about the same thing. I don't get caught up in messengers, prophets, this, and that. I don't care who the message is. You know, in Arabic, you call God Allah. You call Jesus Esau. You call Moses Musa. You see what I'm saying? You know, if you're a devout Muslim, you know, you study the, you make your shahada and stuff like that. You know, you study the hadiths. You know the sayings and life of the prophet and stuff like that. What I learned is this: not to be a follower. I learned in the Nation of Islam not to be a follower. I would never be a part of any organization like that again. Not to be a follower. Not sending my money to no one damn man while he living in a mansion. Those are some of the other stuff I woke up to. But what I realized is, it's not about the messenger, it's the message. While you got people arguing over, well, Jesus said this, well, Muhammad said that, you know, this and that. I'm like, dude, my nigga, forget the messenger. Did you get the message? People get so caught up on the messenger. The Christians say Jesus. The Muslims say Allah and Prophet Muhammad. And the Jews say this and that. And their messages say this and that. Man, forget the messenger. Did you get the message? I'm more concerned with the message. Care nothing about the messenger. I care nothing about your religious book. Whether it's the Bible, the Quran, the Torah. I care nothing about that. All I care about is the message. How can I take that message and apply it to my everyday life right now, today? And this is why I need to start this is why I'm starting a new channel. Because, this is the boxing channel. It's a lot of stuff that we can talk about. How can I take that message and apply it to my everyday life? I don't care nothing about who built the pyramids 3,000 years ago. I would listen to Sarah Sut and Seti. So I used to listen to Sarah Sut and Seti, Brother Polite, Sinetta TV, those guys, like back in 2000, 2008, 2009, 2010, stuff like that. We talk about the Rosetta Stone, and we built the pyramids in Egypt, which is in North Africa, where we came from. Where we came from in the Western Hemisphere. When we came to the West, we ain't had nothing to do with that. What was going on in Egypt? We wasn't a part of that. We in West Africa. You see what I'm saying? That's where we came from. So yeah, we did this. Taking other people's cultures and saying that you did every damn thing, which was a lie. Shout out to John Henry Clark. I studied a lot of people. I've done a lot of reading in the Nation of Islam. Nation of Islam teach you how to do a lot of studying and a lot of reading. But anyways, how does any of that information, I call it useless information. Do you know what useless information is? When you telling me all of this stuff about we was gods and kings, and when other black kings kidnapped us and sold us to the Arabs, and we got sold to the Arabs, got sold to the whites, got sold to the Spaniards or this and that. Our own people did that, but that's a whole nother ball game. That's another story for another day. But man, I forgot what I was gonna say. I don't care nothing about useless information. How are you telling me that we built the pyramids and this and that? How can I use that to help me how can I use that to help me get good credit? I got a house. I think our bills are like $7,000 a month. How does me knowing what the Rosetta Stone says, and we built pyramids and all of this stuff there, how is that going to help me pay my bills? How is that going to help me how is that going to help me develop a six-figure income, six-figure skill set, a high income skill set? I don't care nothing about no goddamn pyramids. I don't care nothing about we did this, we did that. Okay, that's fine. That's beautiful. But how can I apply that to my everyday life right now? If you can't tell me how I can apply it to my everyday life right now, guess what? It's useless information. It's useless information. I can't use it to help me right now. Guess what? The information that I'm learning today, I know how to use it to help me make more money. I know how to use it to help me pay for my kids' college fund. I know how to use it to help me pay for my life insurance and stuff like that. I need something that I can use today that can help me right now. If you ain't teaching me 2022 stuff that I need to take care of my family, I don't care nothing about no goddamn Rosetta Stone pyramids and on the Medunetta and all that stuff there. When Moses parted the Red Sea and what the people look like and all that stuff there. I don't care nothing about that. Shit, I'm just saying me. I don't care nothing about that. That shit ain't gonna help me right now. Useless information. It's information, but it's useless information. So that's how I see things. Now I know I will be looked upon as a coon or something for some other people for saying this, but I'm telling you the truth. I was in the Nation of Islam. There was brothers, man, that was selling final calls newspapers. They was living in the projects. They go out there and soldiering, and we selling these newspapers, but this dude broke, ain't got no money. But he go to Savior's Day every February in Chicago. He go to Savior's Day, and then and he out there all day selling doggone newspapers. That ain't no high income skill set. There's no mystery God that's gonna fall out of the sky. You say you're a God. You say you're the owner, the maker, the cream of the planet Earth, God of the universe. Well, if you believe that, why you out here selling newspapers and incense? Why you broke? Why you ain't got no money in your pocket? How you a God and you broke and ain't got no money? Make that make sense to me. So, yeah, I ain't, that's just how I see things, man. I see it for what it is, man. I see it for what it is. I believe, if I really believe what I was taught in the Nation of Islam, I am the owner, the maker, the cream of the planet Earth, God of the universe, then I need to guard my universe. I need to guard and protect my planet Earth right here, what I can control. That's what I need to focus on. I need to master that. All that other shit is for the birds. Look, Green Eyes Peace said you don't have tunnel vision. I used to have tunnel vision. I used to have tunnel vision. I was very hard-headed. Wasn't a good listener. Used to have tunnel vision. I learned the hard way. I had to learn it the hard way. Been through some things in life. Just thank God I survived it. So, yeah, man. You know, that's where I be at with it, man. Like, yeah, nigga, I don't care nothing about the message. Nigga, did you get the message? Shit. No, Prophet Muhammad said, or what Jesus said, he wasn't a real prophet. You know, Prophet Muhammad this and that, and you know, alhamdulillah, and yada yada. Yeah. Man, I'm trying to get me some money, man. What? You know, I'm trying to get me some money, man. I'm trying to buy this house. You know what? You know, you get what I'm saying? Yeah, you know. No, Islam. Yeah. Fine. Them Arabs over there got a whole lot of goddamn money over there in Saudi Arabia, and the UAE, they got a whole lot of damn money, and I see they riding around in boats and jets and stuff like that, and flying around in jets, stuff like that. Yeah. Islam, that's cool. Can you show me how to get what they got? Or let me get a third of it. You see what I'm saying? I don't want to be the poor righteous teacher. For what? Like, I used to love listening to Reverend Ike. I love Reverend Ike. Reverend Ike always talked about that. Talked about, listen, we gotta have heaven on earth. And this is what I liked about the teachings of Elijah Muhammad. And he did talk about that. He wasn't the originator of it, but you had people like Father Divine and stuff like that was around too. Yeah, man, I believe in heaven on earth. I'm gonna get me some money now and live my heaven right here on earth. Yeah, cause I ain't never seen nobody die and come back. So if that's what you want to believe, ain't nothing wrong with that. Believe it. Believe whatever you need to believe. Right? But for me, I need some heaven on earth. You want to wait on Jesus? You want to wait on Prophet Muhammad or whatever? Fine. You wait on the Mahdi? Fine. You can do all of that. Wait on all that. Right? I'm finna get me some money. And when I check out and I'm dead and gone, because my time is coming, all of us got to leave this motherfucker. I got to make sure that I pass that wealth on to my children. That's where I'm at. All that spookism and shit, I ain't in all that spookism. Yahweh, he said, yeah, getting money is cool and everything, but I feel if we knew about who they were and the knowledge of God, then we wouldn't be dying in the streets like we are. I mean, you dying in the streets because we doing foolish stuff to ourselves. You know, when you shooting people who look like you, I mean, you know, it is what it is. I mean, that's a matter of decision and choices. You know, a lot of stuff going on around the world. You've always had good and evil. You always had evil people, and you had good people. That's just always been like that. The universe is created in polarities. You know what I mean? You can't have good without the evil. You can't have good, you know, you can't have good without the bad. That's just what it is. You wouldn't know what good is if bad wasn't there, and vice versa. It is what it is, fam. I'm not into religion. I'm not a religious person. I'm a practical person. I'm not a religious person at all. I've never been religious. I've never been the guy that was a spiritual guy, into spirituality. I just never really been into that. I see it for what it is. You know what I mean? And if I really believe in myself, like I say I do, if I believe that I'm blessed and I'm the black man is God and this and that, if I really believe that shit, then guess what? I need to act like I believe it. I need to put actions behind my words and manifest some stuff. Because God's create. God's manifest. God take nothing to make something. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I am. I remember we used to debate with the Yahwehs. We used to debate with the Yahwehs, the Hebrew Israelites. You know, back then that's all we did, debate. We used to debate all the time. I'm debated out. Now, man, I don't care nothing about none of that. I don't care nothing about none of that, boy. Yeah, man. He said the kingdom of God is within you. Yeah, absolutely. I told her to believe that. I told her to believe that. Everything is a matter of belief at the end of the day, what you believe. What you believe in. I believe religion is necessary. Religion is very necessary. People need religion in their lives. It's very necessary. Because if people didn't have that, people need something to believe in. If people didn't have that, then some of those people that you see good today, they may be a lot worse. You know what I mean? So it's very, very important. Very, very important. I don't been around the 5%ers. Know a whole lot about Clarence 13X, who started in the 5%ers. He was in the Nation of Islam. A lot of those brothers left the Nation of Islam and started their own organizations. Malachi York, Yahweh bin Yahweh, stuff like that. Yeah. I don't care nothing about that shit, man. All I care about is, look here, man. I know a lot of dudes who smart. They can tell you about the measurements of the planets. They know about Egypt and hieroglyphics, and they're broke. That's what I know. They broke, ain't got no money. Make that make sense to me. You got all this knowledge, but you ain't got financial knowledge. That don't make no sense to me. He said, Coach has seen the light from the foolishness, clear from the, No, but I used to always think like this, though. When I was younger in the nation, I was the dude that used to ask a whole lot of questions. I'm like, man, this ain't making no sense to me. And I was always taught to just hear and obey. But I ask questions. I always been an inquisitive type guy. Like, this ain't making no sense. They're this ain't making no sense right here, man. Like, okay, you said the white man the devil, but how come you got a picture of this man named Farad Muhammad and he a white man? Are they devils or not? Okay, well, how come this brother over here got a white Mexican wife? I thought y'all said, oh, it's different. Like, I used to ask a whole lot, well, how come Mr. Farrakhan's son married to a white woman and got kids? Joshua Farrakhan. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm asking all these questions. It was just too many double standards, and just over time, I just woke up to a lot of foolishness. So what I did, I take the good. Well, what's good for me, I take that and I use that and apply it to my everyday life. The general orders, the student enrollments, stuff like that. The hadiths, some of the sayings of the prophet, some of the stuff I learned from the Sunnis, some of the stuff I learned from the Hebrew Israelites, some of the stuff I learned from the 5%ers, some of the stuff I learned from the church, growing up in the church, some of the stuff I learned from the NOI, some of the stuff I learned from the brothers on the street. So I take stuff I learned from everybody, the good things, and I apply that to my everyday life now. That's how I walk. I'm not stuck on one school of thought. It ain't gotta be, oh, you gotta be with the Sunnis. Nah, no, you gotta be with the Shias. Nah, you gotta be with the NOI. Nah, you gotta be the Democrats. You gotta be with the Republicans. Nah, I'm good. He said the right religion is being nothing. Yeah, I'm good. Care nothing about the messenger. Did you get the message? Did you get the message? You so busy arguing and debating about what the messenger said. Brother, did you get the message? The messenger says, the messenger teaches. Prophet Muhammad teaches. This is the message that he gave the people. We arguing about Muhammad, dude, forget the messenger. Did you get the message? You so busy arguing, debating about who it came from that you totally forgot what the message was. Yeah, man. That's why you don't see me arguing. I'm not finna argue with you. For what? It's a waste of energy. You believe like you're going to believe. You're going to live your life based on how you view the world. I understand that. So since I understand that, I'm not trying to change your mind. It's not important for you to understand where I'm coming from and to convince you of my train of thought. I am wise enough to know that, hey, you believe the way you believe? Fine. I believe the way I believe? Fine. You can talk till your lips fall off. You're not going to change my mind. I can talk till my lips fall off. I'm not going to change your mind. So guess what we can always agree upon? We can always agree to disagree and move on. So we just say the whole blood pressure getting high, you know, arguing and yelling and stuff. Does anyone have a problem with being capitalist? I thought this was a free country. Hey, man, you know, it is what it is, man. Shit, do what you got to do, man, and take care of you and your family. I ain't, shit. I'm not caught up in titles either. I'm not caught up in titles. Oh, this is his title. Well, I don't care about none of that. Nigga, this. What a direct deposit at? And why this money? Why is this money over here? Yeah, man. You can keep the holy books. Take me. I'm going to the bank. He said, just like politics and religion, no need to get mad. He said the message is the key for success in life. Yeah. Yeah. He said, I don't have the. He said, what you say? I don't have the armor of money, but what I do got is my house paid for, food, bills paid. Doesn't mean I'm gonna start grinding. Yeah, man. As long as you got that, you good, man. You good. You better than most. You better than most. You see what I'm saying? Don't never focus on what you don't have. Focus on what you do have, and then focus on how can you improve upon that what you have. Don't never worry about it. Don't focus on what you don't have. If you don't have it, look at what you do have. That's your foundation, and then see what things that you can learn to improve upon that what you already have, because that what you already have is the foundation. Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, at least that's how I see things anyways. You know, that's how I see things, man. Right. That's how I see things. I learned the hard way. I had a friend of mine. I had a friend of mine who asked me. He said, you know what, man? He said, what's the biggest thing that you regret in life? And it was very easy. Thought about it. And I thought about my mom. Right? And my mom passed away when she was 54, right? And I thought about my mom. I said, you know the biggest thing I regret in life? I regret that I didn't listen. I regret that I didn't listen. If it's one thing that if I can do everything all over again, I wish that I would have listened. I was a young, hard-headed dude that didn't listen. If I would have listened, there was a lot of things I went through in life I never would have went through. But my Captain Samuel Muhammad, he did 12 years in the Attica prison in New York. He was my captain, my original captain. He said that I was crying to him one day. Like physical tears. And I was like, man, Sam, man, I just wish, man, that damn, man, you know, cause I was going through a lot of stuff. Going through some things. And I said, man, I wish I just would be one of those type of kids growing up. I wish I would have just listened. Well, no, I didn't say that. I say, why did I have to go through what I'm going through? Like, I wish I would just listen, not go through what I went through. So Sam was a fireball. He was like 76 years old at the time. He said, God damn it. This is how he talked. Stop being a damn pussy. That's how he talked. He said, you had to go through what you had to go through in life because that was what was needed in order for you to learn what you're going to learn in the future. It ain't meant for everybody just to listen and get it. You had to be the hard-headed one. Allah, this is what he told me. He said, Allah is allowing you to go through what you're going through because this is what's necessary in order for you to complete the mission that he has for you in the future. That's what he told me. Now, I don't know if that was some bullshit, what he said, or whatever the case may be, but I took it to heart. I got the message. I got the message. I didn't get it then, but it took me to get it years later. I got it now. Now I get it. But I still regret not listening. Because there's a lot of stuff that my mother told me. If I would have just listened to her, I wouldn't I would have. There was a lot of misfortune I never would have went through in life. She told me. She told me I didn't listen to her. I didn't listen to her. She told me not to deal with them dudes in the nation. She told me not to send that money to that brother in Arizona. She told me don't. There was a lot of things that she told me, but she didn't say not to deal with the dudes in the nation. She told me not to send my money, not to send my money to Chicago. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So, you know, I'm sending money to Chicago to another man, and before I gave it to my mother. That's real shit. Real shit. I give my mama some money, but my money had to go. My money had to go to Chicago to Minister Farrakhan first. In the nation, they had something called the number 2 poor. You had to send a percentage of your earnings to the nation. Ain't that some shit? That's how brainwashed I was. So I never, you know, again, I learned a lot of good things in the nation, but I take the meat and spit the bones out. That's what my grandfather teach me. He said, you take the meat and you spit the bones out. I don't need the bones, I just want the meat. So I take the meat now and spit the bones out. You know what I mean? I'm not going to join your organization because I'm too busy building my organization here. Organization. You got to organize first. Yeah. What you say, Misfit? You say sure did, and they calculated your salary to make sure you did it too. He said it wasn't BS. All of that made you the man you are today. Yeah. That's that was the moral of the story. That was the moral of the story. Boxing Myron. That was the moral of the story. That's what he was saying. Everything that I was going through was going to make me the man that I was going to become. I had to go down the path that I went down. I had to go down that path. I had to. It was destined for me to go down it. Yeah, it was destined for me to go. I had to go down it. You know what I mean? You know, my mother was a street girl, so my mother was in the streets, so my mother had an 8th grade education. She dropped out the 8th grade of school. My mother dropped out the 8th grade of school because her parents passed away. Her mother, my grandmother on my mother's side, passed away when my mother was 4, and then my granddad on my mother's side passed away when my mother was born in 44. When did he die? 1958. 58. I want to say he passed away when my mother was like 14, something like that, 15. So my mother went to live in Philadelphia for a little while. Went to live in Philadelphia. Yeah, man. You know, everybody got a story, fam. Everybody got a story. You know what I mean? It's all about what you do with the story, what you do with the chapters in the book. He said, you ever thought about becoming a boxing coach? Nah, I ain't never thought about that, fam. I'm not a boxing coach. I never thought about it. I can. What you say, Miss Fitch? You say it was brainwashing. God sees your ending from the beginning, so he determines what kind of, he said, what kind of message, what kind of man you'll become as long as you are submissive instead of disobedient. Yeah, I was very rebellious. Very disobedient. Oh, I was rebellious, bro. Like, I was a rebel. Very rebellious. Buck authority, I was, man. You gotta understand, I was very, very militant. I was very militant. Very militant. You know what I mean? I loved Malcolm X. Had a misunderstanding of who he was. Did security for Dr. Khalid Muhammad in several events. Got a chance to talk to him in the hotel room. That's the most pro-black person I ever met in my life, Dr. Khalid Muhammad. Rest in peace to him. I ain't never seen it. Woo! That brother there, boy, was something else, man. Yeah. Yeah, man. I like doing these pop-ups, though. Like doing these pop-ups, you know? He said, come get your T Diddy on, coach. Yeah. He said, don't mistake my kindness for weakness. Yeah, I was that dude. I was always into stuff, always into something. He said, everyone has a story, but no one cares unless you make something out of yourself. Failure is a choice. So as success is a choice. People need to get this tough talk, coach. Yeah, man, like I'm not making no excuses. I had my mother had an 8th grade education. I dropped out the 9th grade of school. Well, actually I went to jail. But then I had to, I was in and out of jail between 9th grade and the 12th grade. And in order for me to walk with my class and like graduate, he said, Coach, you know Leon Muhammad 1-2? I don't know him personally, but I know of him. I remember Leon Muhammad. I remember seeing him at Savior's Day a couple of times back in the 90s. And I remember seeing him, I think, in the Salam restaurant, which is on the south side of Chicago. But I didn't know him personally. I knew I knew Rahman Muhammad. I knew Brother Norman Muhammad out of Muslim 2 in Detroit. I knew Musain Muhammad down in Miami. B.R. Muhammad down in Miami. I knew Brother Jabril Muhammad in Phoenix, Arizona. Brother Minister Van Muhammad. L5, Captain Curtis Muhammad. He was a part of the elite security team of the Nation of Islam, of Minister Farrakhan. I mean, I know a lot of the power. I know a lot of the brothers who taught me a lot along the way. Shared stories with me and stuff like that. Shared stories with me. He said, I miss my mother like hell. I lost her to cancer 12 years ago. And it still chokes me up every day. Yeah, you're not going to never get over that. I lost my mother to cancer in 99. You'll never get over it. You'll never get over it. You're going to have your good days and your bad days, fam, but you got to keep going. Period. You feel like crying, cry. Get it out, but just keep going. He said, Coach, you kept grounded. He said, what kept you grounded to the nation for so long? I was brainwashed. I was brainwashed. I really believe that shit. I believe that your word is bond. Before you feel your word, you give your life. You know what I mean? And just some of those brothers, they didn't see it the way I see it. So it is what it is. You live and you learn, though. I ain't got no beef, no animosity. I'm not bitter. I used to be bitter, but I'm not bitter anymore. I let it go. I let it all go. Let it all go. I was holding on to bitterness for so long. I just let it all go, man. Now it's just like, you know what I mean? What's important is my kids. My kids don't have to, they're not growing up through the struggles that I had to go through growing up. Hopefully they'll never see what a federal penitentiary looks like. You see what I'm saying? Like I did. Hopefully they'll never see what the projects look like. You know, they'll never know what welfare cheese is or stuff like that. You know what I mean? They'll never go through that. Not on my watch. Not on my watch. You see what I'm saying? I want to break that cycle. I want to be the one to break that cycle. I want to be the one to, you know what I mean, to become something. I got some family members that's doing very, very well. For the most part, like a lot of my friends, they doing real well. They doing real well. Shout out to Eric Gomez. What's going on, fam? Yep. Salute to you, fam. Salute to my brother Eric Gomez, man. Shout out to you, my brother. Yeah, man. Much respect, fam. Much respect. I'm ready for annihilation. I like the moth on the candle fire. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. He said, if there's a God, why did he make me an atheist? Hey, man, everything is subjective to you, fam. I'm not here to talk religion or God or none of that, really. Just everything is subjective to you. You have to live your life according to how you see fit. And you're going to make decisions based on what you believe. And that's what it is. And if it feel right to you, then so be it. If it feel right to you, then so be it. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. You have a lot of, you have a lot of peace and tranquility a lot more when you take certain stresses out of your life. You know what I mean? He said AJ versus Usyk, August the 20th. Who do you think will win? Who do you think wins? Will Fury fight the winner? Fury said he won $500 million in order to fight the winner of that fight. And I don't know who's going to win that fight. In August the 20th, I have to look at some more intangibles from now up until the fight comes. I always give my predictions like the day before the fight, so I don't know, fam. You have to lean towards Usyk because he already beat Joshua, so he would be the favorite in that fight, in my opinion. But we'll see how it plays out as we get close. We have 2 more months. This fight will happen in 2 months, so in 2 months, yeah. 500 mil, good lord, that's a lot of money. Yeah, that's a lot of money he'll never get. He said, respect to you, coach. Not many would admit to being all in the NOI. There's a lot of people. I got brothers in the nation right now. They love the nation. They believe the doctrine and everything. What you say, knock down 305. If you like it, I love it. Yeah, yeah. You know my favorite word, everything is subjective to you. If that's how you feel, okay, cool. You do that. My job is not to try to convince you of my position or point of view. That's not my job. That's what you want, okay, cool. Do you. I'm going to do me over here. Now, the only problem will be is when you try to come to me and try to impose your belief on me, what you think I should do. Then that's a problem. Then I'm going to check you. Because I would never tell you that. He said, that's a beautiful scenery, coach. I wish to live like that somewhere one day. Yeah, you will, fam. You will. You will. You definitely will, shit. Why not? Why you won't? You wished it already now. Now you just put the plan together. You see what I'm saying? He say, do you, Deontay, is waiting for his comeback? Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Hey, Coach, Jared from Tampa. Hey, what's going on, Jared? What's going on, fam? Tampa, yay. Debate, baby, debate. Shout out to Myra. He say when we feel a void is inside of us, it's easy to fit it with something that don't belong there. Oftentimes an ideology. Yeah. Thomas Condella, he said, you're right, coach. Don't force your beliefs on me. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not, if you gotta force it, then I believe we can learn from each other, learn some things, but I like to be like water. I like to be like water. It's how I miss the Cuban food on Tampa. Yeah, the Cuban food right there on Ybor City, Armenia, over there in West Tampa, Armenia Avenue. Yeah, man. Yeah. They done built Tampa up a lot now. Tampa's done been built up, man. Like, this city looks so different now from when I grew up. From where I grew up. He said, become water, my friends. Bruce Lee, yes, sir. Bruce Lee, become water. Become water, my friends. He said, in your opinion, who's the best heavyweight at the moment? Shit. It's out of Usyk and Fury. I'll probably say Fury. I'll probably say Fury number one. Even though Usyk have 3 belts. Now, if Usyk beat Joshua this second time, I would say that he's the number 1 guy. I would say that he's the number 1 guy. But I would edge it out to Fury. I would edge it out to Fury right now. You say, damn, coach, you on my brother Bruce now? What you mean? I'm on your brother Bruce? Yeah, I don't know what you mean, man. He said, coach respects, even though you don't like Fury, or at least his antics, you still rated number 1. I can't take nothing away from his skill set. I'm never gonna do that. I'm never gonna take away from a fighter's skill set. I'm not gonna do that, fam. And Tyson Fury is a damn good fighter. It's a damn good fighter. I love Tyson Fury, the boxer. Tyson Fury, the boxer. I love Tyson Fury, the boxer. Yeah. I can't even front. That dude good. It's the other shit. It's the other shit. You know, but outside of the other shit, I like Tyson Fury, the boxer. He said, that's what I want. Usyk versus Fury, much bigger fight. Big money will be on the table. I don't think it'd be bigger. I don't think it'd be bigger than AJ. AJ is that guy. He is the cash cow in the heavyweight division, hands down. He said, unless we get the paper and not watching the pockets. Yeah, man. He said, have you ever caught any big fish in that lake? Nope, no, sir. Never been fishing in this lake. Haven't been fishing in the lake at all. Shout out to my main man, Myron, Boxing Logic United. He say positive. Shout out to my brother for the super chat. He say positive energy always creates elevation. Peace, coach. Great words today. Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir, man. That's what it is, man. That's what it is, Myron. It is what it is, my brother. And we got the sun setting. The sun is setting. Hold on. Oh, y'all can't see it. See the sun setting? Yeah, the sun setting, man. He say, no way, Bud in the UK. We all think Fury smashes AJ all day. I mean, I don't. When you say we all, who is we all? Are you talking about we all, meaning the people who think like you? I don't think you're talking about the entire UK. I don't think you can represent the entire UK, but you know, there ain't nothing wrong with that. How you feel, my brother? That's how you feel. That's how you feel. Nothing wrong with that. I like reading too. I got a book that I'm reading. I like reading. Oh, you know, that's another thing. One of the biggest things I got out of the Nation of Islam, reading. You got to be a reader in the nation. And the nation, they tell you, no, you got to be, because you got dudes in the nation. They from the streets. They from the penitentiaries. They former drug dealers, former gangbangers, this, that, yada, 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 yada. You got dudes in the nation who have that background. Hold on, let me see something. You got dudes in the nation who have that kind of background, that come from that kind of background. You know what I mean? And so they become reformed. And that's what I got out of the nation. I've read so many books, from John Henry Clark to Dr. Ben to Neely Fuller, Dr. Francis Cress Welsing, Karl Marx. I read some of all of the copywriters. I have a lot of marketing books too. A lot of books on sales, Sheet Holmes. A lot of books on advertising. David Ogilvy. I've read Reverend Ike. My favorite motivational speaker of all time, in my opinion, was not just Reverend Ike, but Jim Rohn, R-O-H-N. Once I started reading, I couldn't stop. I read everything I got my hands on. Because I used to hate reading. When I was in school, I used to hate reading. When I came in the Nation of Islam, the first book I ever read from front to back was the autobiography of Malcolm X. Once I read that book, it was a Message to the Black Man, How to Eat to Live, 1 and 2, The Theology of Time. Then after I got through reading those, then I got on John Henry Clark, Dr. Ben, Booker T. Washington, Neely Fuller, as I said before. I just started reading everything, bro. Iceberg Slim. I started reading like some of the urban novels. Started reading everything. Started reading everything. I couldn't stop reading. He said, Coach, have you heard of Edward Bernays? Yeah, I've heard of Edward Bernays. A lot of like people like Thomas Sowell, love Thomas Sowell. A lot of the pro-blacks that say he cool Uncle Tom and all that stuff there. I don't get caught up in that. Larry Elder, I've read damn, I don't read some stuff. I just thought about it. I done read a lot of books, man. I done read a lot of books over the years. A lot of the copywriters. I got a book right now called The Art of Persuasion. I'm reading it again, The Art of Persuasion, how to get what you want. You know what I mean? Yeah, James Baldwin. James Baldwin. Father Divine. Yeah, man. A little bit of T.D. Jakes as well. A little bit of T.D. Jakes. Some of Minister Farrakhan books. I try to stay away from the pseudo stuff. A lot of that stuff is pseudo. A lot of that stuff be pseudo information, so I try to stay away from that pseudo shit. That pseudoscience type stuff, I try to stay away from that. See what I'm saying? So, that's pretty much, you know what I mean? That's where I'm at. Elijah Muhammad, How to Eat to Live 1 and 2. So my nightstand, yeah. You know, you take the meat and throw away the bones. That's all. You take the meat and throw away the bones on Misfit. He said, if you think Fury retired, you silly. No one belt. Yeah, I don't think nobody even thinking about Fury to be honest with you. Retire. Everybody know Fury lying. Everybody know he's alive. We know he's not retired. What's up, Kai? What's going on? Yeah, no swine. Yo, old Kai. Yeah. He be just laying right there. Yeah, man. I read a lot, and I want to get back. I want to get back to reading like I used to read. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm getting back to reading like I used to read. I want to try to do that now. Paul, what'd you say? Your son is 7? Yeah, Kai's 7 too. Lamella Kai be 8 in 2 months. He'll be 8 in 2 months. He'll be 8 in 2 months. 305 Grant, what's going on, fam? What the lick read? Playing golf, we playing hockey. He said he let you know it's father time, coach. Yeah, man, that's my main man now. Yeah, these kids, they growing up so different. They're growing up so different. Shout out to Lisa. Thank you, sis. What you say? What you say, Lisa? Beautiful son, your twin. Yeah, a lot of people tell me that. Isabel, what you say? Cute. Yeah, I appreciate that. Dang, y'all young. My granddaughter's 9. He say Florida slang, lick read. Yeah. Florida slang, lick read. Yeah, what the lick read? I have a 7-year-old boy, coach. Salute. Oh, you do? Yeah, man. Yeah, my daughter 9, Sanaya, she, you know, them girls, man, them girls is very bossy. They reach a certain age, they be trying to tell you what to do. So my son is 10, nothing better than a father and son. On love, high five. You go, boy. Yeah, man, yeah. Yeah, my father, like I look just like my dad. I'm built like my dad and everything. You know what I mean? But he wasn't, I didn't know him. You know what I mean? My stepdad helped raise me, but I didn't know my real dad. But it wasn't his fault. It was my mother. It was my mother. A lot of times it's not always the man's fault. My mother. So, but my aunt told me. My mother told me, she said, you look just like your daddy. Built like him and everything. He said, my boy about to be 6. My daughter about to turn 8 in April. Oh, okay. Yeah, so what I want to do, my thing is I want to break the cycle. You see what I'm saying? I just want to make sure that, look, they have a better start. Like, they don't need to know what projects is or jump out boys or have to worry about when they walk into the bus stop seeing drug deals going down in the crack era in the 80s and this and that. They don't have to worry about that. My thing is to break that cycle, break the poverty curse in my family and become that, you see what I'm saying? They don't have to go through that. Because the environment that they're in is a safe environment. You see what I'm saying? You a man and you believe you a God, you the owner, the maker, the cream of the planet Earth, God of the universe. It's your duty as a man to create a safe environment for your wife and your children. That's your duty. Your duty is to be, if you believe that you're going to be a protector and a provider, then you have to be the protector. And being a protector is not only creating a safe environment in the house, but you got to make sure that you have a safe environment in the community that you live in. Shout out to Jaime McDaniels. McDonald, sorry about that, fam. My daughter is 4, going on 14. Oh, man. Oh, man, you feel me? Miss Fish, she said, yeah, my son, what you say, my son, 2 sons' mother took them and moved from west to east coast 2 years ago. They were babies. And he's been trying to get the authorities to help him find them. He has custody of them. Wow. Wow. That's sad, man. That's sad. That's sad. That's sad. You know what I mean? Yeah, you gotta, I feel bad because you do have situations like that. You have situations like that where, dudes go through all kind of issues. And that's another thing. That's why you have to make sure that when you choose a mate, you choose the right person. You got to know how to, there's a science behind choosing who you want to be with. I didn't know none of that. I learned that in the Nation of Islam, though. Minister Farrakhan taught a really good class on that. He said, I feel you. I was raised by a single mom and never had a father. Figured out who taught me how to be a man. Even teach me how to catch a football or play basketball. Okay. He said, Coach, you got Chisora or Polev? Man, I don't know. That's a 50-50 fight. That's a 50-50 fight, man. I don't know. I want the sympathy pick be Chisora. Jason Williams saying, you know why I teach us about mate selection? Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Minister Farrakhan did. He had a class on it. That's when I learned there was a science to picking a mate. A science to picking a mate. You see what I'm saying? There's a science to dating, science to, you know what I mean? It's a science to picking a mate, yeah. Minister Farrakhan, I ain't never heard nobody break it down the way he break it down. He said, I never seen him. She's crazy from the Bronx. I tried to tell him, but he wouldn't listen. Now he said he wish he would have. Yeah, we all have regrets in life. We all have regrets in life. It's part of the learning process. We don't listen. We never do. The men never listen to the women. We never do. We never do. We never do. He said, my ex took my kids to another state. I had to take her to court. But they're with me right now. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It is what it is, fam. It is what it is. You feel me? He said Parker's only 30, still young. Parker is too busy being Tyson Fury's do-boy. Joseph Parker is too busy being Tyson Fury's flunky. So he happened to be all up on the Tyson Fury nutsacks. What you say? You say, Coach, is Edgar Balanga ever going to win a world title? I mean, he already has a world. He has a title. He has a title now. He has a belt now. Well, he was a green virgin, and she was a woman of the fast street life. Parker's problem in the fights I've seen, he has no dog in him. Okay. Didn't have a father, but I had Gramps until 12. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, man. Misfit. Oh, you said Jason Williams, no. Trying to read everybody's comments. Hippie, what you doing over there? Like a lot of my friends I grew up with, a lot of them are doing well. Some of them are not here anymore. Quite a few of them not amongst us anymore. Some of them got killed, died, stuff like that. But my friends that are still around, like friends that I went to elementary school with, Like all of us have houses now, and we don't live too far from each other. I still see some of them. Go to the barbershop, see some of the OGs, the dudes that's older than me. The dudes that's older than me. I come see those guys. You know, when I grew up around dudes who was like 8 years older than me. Yeah, I grew up around dudes who was like who was like 8 years older than me. Those are the dudes I grew up around. I looked up to those guys. I did. Hold on, let me do this. I'm finna send y'all a message. I got the phone right here. Peace. Peace to the family. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. What's going on in the chat? I had my head down. What the hell going on? He said, Loke, have you ever had a real conversation with him? What's going on? He said, we are all allowed to our different beliefs and opinions. Oh. Yeah, I don't know what's going on in the chat. Now I had my head down. I had my head down. Yeah. I like this sunset out here, man. I'm not gonna lie, I like this sunset out here, man. Another thing too, y'all. Y'all gotta stay away from people. Stay away from people who try to take you out of your peace, your comfort zone. You're gonna have people in your life that every time they come around, they always got some bad news to talk about. They always complaining. Stay away from them type of people. Because that energy is very counterproductive to where you're trying to go at in life. If you're trying to evolve, I keep my space very, very guarded. You know what I mean? Stay away from those type of people. Always, what you doing, dog? Nothing. Man, them crackers, man, they doing. Man, don't you know what's going on? Yeah. Woo, let me get the hell away from you, bro. Let me get the hell away from you. Get the hell away from you. What you say? You say no one can hurt your feelings without your permission. Yeah, it's not what they call you, it's what you answer to. I stay away from them type of people. Because you got some people that just like to be bitter. Some people just like to be bitter, man. You say, Coach, I'm in Miami, and I want to move my family to another part of Florida. My kids deserve peace. Yeah, Miami, man, you know how it is. The cost of living is too high up down there. That's why I move. I will come on up here to Tampa, man. There's a lot of people in Miami live in Tampa. You know, the further up north Florida you go, the cheaper the cost of living is. Yeah, you got some people, man, they just bitter. They just like being miserable. Listen, people who complain all the time, people who always got something to say, always moaning. Bro, I stay so far away from them. I'm allergic to those type of people. Man, I'm gonna keep you stiff arm you. Get the hell away from you. Keep you at a distance. Keep you on the high and by. Hey, what's up, boy? What's up with your boy? Yeah, man. Yeah, what's up, girl? Yeah, holla at you. Yeah, boom. Yeah. I get up, and keep it moving. He say, people treat you that way. You allow them to treat you. Had to escape a bad relationship myself. That's why I'm here now. Yeah, you got to, man. You got to. I got people I'm friends with, but I keep them at because a couple of them, I got a lot of love for them, but they just some poor hustlers. Just let me hold some type. You know what I mean? You gotta understand too, like when you on a trip, right? You on a journey. The people who start out with you may not be there with you when you get to the end of your destination. You gotta understand that. The people who start out with you may not be there with you when you get to the destination. It ain't meant for everybody to make it on your journey. It's your journey. It's your journey. It's your path that you're going down. It's yours. You see what I'm saying? The people who you start out with, they ain't gonna end up there with you. You can't take everybody with you, and vice versa. You see what I'm saying? You got certain people that come into your life for certain reasons, for certain time periods in your life. But just because they was with you in this time period doesn't mean that it was meant for them to be with you in the end when you get to where you're going at. Or some people that you may not that you may be cool with now, you may not be cool with later on. You know, people who you was cool with in the past, you may not be cool with now, but then you may end up being cool later on down the line because they don't elevate it and evolve, and you don't elevate it and evolve. And now y'all are here from an intellectual standpoint, and you guys can see, you have a bird's eye view of the situation. You see what I'm saying? I mean, that's how it is. Sometimes the best way to keep a friendship is to keep it at a distance. Sometimes that's the best way to do it. Just keep it at a distance. So we keep holding on to people trying to pull us away from. He said just for the Prime Linux, Prime Lewis, who wins? Linux wins. Linux Fury, yeah, Linux all day long. Linux all day long. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It is what it is. I enjoyed it, man. Hey, he said me too, bud. Yeah, it is what it is, man. You know, it is what it is, man. But hey, man, I'm real happy, man. I'm in a really good place. Really good place, man. Y'all just hold on to that, man. Y'all just hold on to that. You see what I'm saying? Like, guard your surroundings. Understand that we only have a finite time. We have a finite time on this earth. We don't live forever. You get what I'm saying? We don't live forever, so understand that when it's over, it's over. So what you do from point A to point B, it matters. And you don't start living life until you hit 40. Life doesn't start until you hit 40 years old. That's when life starts. In your 20s, you're still trying to figure it out. You don't know nothing about life in your 20s. You're still trying to figure it out. You're making all the mistakes. In your 30s, you know, some people catch it at 35. Women always mature a lot faster than men. Not in all cases, but sometimes. But when you hit 40, that's when life really, you know, because stuff gets real for you at 40. You see what I'm saying? Your 20s are supposed to prepare you for your 30s. Your 30s are supposed to prepare you for your 40s. Your 40s are supposed to prepare you for your 50s. Once you hit 40, you reflect on the 30s and the 20s, and you see all the mistakes that you made. Even if you're 35, you sit back and look at all the mistakes that you made before you hit 35. You see what I'm saying? And then now it's like, okay, I learned this, I learned that. You learn what not to do. So once you hit 40, 35 and up, 40, you know, you learn what to do while in the process of learning what not to do. You see what I'm saying? So, nah, 69 is not too old, my brother. 69 is not too old at all. Colonel Sanders, you know Kentucky Fried Chicken? Colonel Sanders, he didn't become, this is a true story. I got his book. Colonel Sanders was gonna kill himself, right? He was gonna commit suicide. Colonel Sanders was like in his 60s or something like that. He was broke and had no money in Kentucky. And he was under a tree. He was writing his suicide letter. And an idea popped in his head because he used to cook chicken all the time. And he used to always put those herbs and spices in his chicken. And he ended up not killing himself, of course. And he just started selling chicken door to door. Next thing you know, he was in his 60s. He was in his 60s as well. I forgot exactly which age in his 60s, but he was in his 60s as well. He didn't become a millionaire. I think 5 years later, he was a millionaire. 10 years later, something like that, he was huge. You know, Kentucky Fried Chicken's everywhere. He ended up selling his franchise, of course, but once he didn't become a millionaire till 65. You see what I'm saying? It ain't never over. It ain't over till the casket drop. You see what I'm saying? As long as you're alive, you got something to fight for, you fight for it, if it's worth fighting for. You see what I'm saying? So that's how I see it, fam. You know, that's how I see it. That's how the old boy see it. So it is what it is. We got to go get it. Got to go get it. It is what it is. Hey, but look here, man. I'm finna get ready to check out. It's 2 hours. We done rock 2 hours, man. Much love to everybody. See you guys tomorrow, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. You know, man, it's that boy Bossman, Coach Malachi Williams. Don't meet me there, beat me there. Peace. See you guys, man, tomorrow, man. Much love.